Hey, welcome to my second and last video tutorial on how to create a dApp on Archway Network. In this video we are going to create a React frontend for our smart contract, which was created in the previous video. So it's going to work like this. It's going to have connect Kepler wallet button, and once the wallet is connected, it's going to show us current state of the chat. It's going to have a refresh chat button and form to add new message, just like this. So it's posting the message, and here is going to appear. Yeah. And I will be referencing to this repository, Archway Network dApp examples, and it have here React increment example, and we are going to use some boilerplate code from here. And it's not going to be restricted to our smart contract. You will learn how to code any front end for any smart contract. So let's get started, and let's instantiate new project. So yarn create React app, and let's name it the Archie chat, for example. Okay, it's going to take some time, maybe a minute or so. So maybe I pause a video and get back to you once it's done. Okay, so we can start our development server with yarn start, but need to change here to the Archie chat, and we can yarn start. Let's open Visual Studio Code. So the Archie chat and new terminal, and let's start our server from here. Yes. First time it's taking some time. Okay, and let's get to the main component, the only component at the moment. Yes, it's live updating, everything is fine. So we have here a standard package.json, and we are going to work in the source folder. So here is automatically generated index.js, and it includes React and the only component, app.js. So here is the only component. So let's take a look at source here and at app.js. I'm going to change this to class component. I like that style more because it seemed to me more verbose. So we don't need this anymore, and need to wrap this into a render function. just like this. Okay, need to import component. Import component from React. Yes, successfully generated. So to build a front end, we are going to use CosmJs library. This library provides everything you need to build a front end, and we are going to use two components from here. These two components. So let's import them and let's yarn add install them. So they are going to appear in our package JSON as well. So CosmJs is here and Starjade. Okay, so them are here. So what's next? Let's take a look at our dApp example. As you can see, it contains here environment example. So we're going to add that as well because it's using it here. It's using it here, and also some chain info. So let's add environment, and our going to contain React app contract address. So here is my transactions that created this smart contract. You see instantiated contract, and I want to take from here my smart contract address. So address, contract address, here it is. Okay, and to the source folder we need to add our chain info. So to the source folder, new file, but it's going to be Tori. So let's copy this, but let's make it more generic. Chain info, and it's going to be Tori. I believe this is right address. Yes. Tori. Okay. Tori. Facet not working, but let's make it consistent. So okay, let's get back to this app.js file and also import our chain info. And name it chain info from chain info Tori. Okay, that's it for now. And let's get from here contract address and RPC. Okay, and let's get from here some boilerplate code. This constructor, as you can see, as usual, it calls parent component constructor and adds some state stuff. So we have contract, which is contract address, counter, that's from this counter increment, so we would have chat, CosmWasm client, offline signer, so some common stuff for Cosmos contract, chain meta, gas price, and here will be loading status. So we will toggle this to true when we performing some stuff like getting chat or posting new message, and message which we will be showing when doing something, like here some logs, accounts in Kepler, and the first current account. And also here is a boilerplate function that connects wallet to our dApp. Let's copy this as well, and then we start to code. I promise. We don't have this function at the moment, so let's comment out this code and then we will edit it. Okay, so I don't see here anything specific to this increment example, so let's have this here, and let's get to our render and let's edit it. I would like to include some bootstrap, so we would have nice styles from the beginning. So need to yarn add the latest version, yarn add. Okay, so bootstrap is installing, and let's include it here. Import bootstrap gist css bootstrap min css, and here let's add div class name container, div class name row, and div class name call 12. Okay, and maybe h1 with img source is going to be a logo, but let's replace it with our logo. Okay, so I already have here Archway logo. Okay, and logo Archway chat. Okay, compiled with problems. Let's take a look. So, breaking change, Webpack before fifth version used to include polyfills for Node.js core modules by default. This is no longer the case. If you want to include a polyfill, you need to add a fallback. I did not find a good fix for this at the moment, so let's just drop our version to the previous. So I'm going to go to package.json and where is it? React scripts. Let's change to 4.3 and let's yarn install new stuff, and then it's going to work fine. Okay, and let's try and yarn start. I believe it's going to work. Why is it taking so long time? Constantine info is not defined. Maybe I forgot to, yeah, it's now chain info. Line 21, yeah, here chain info as well. Okay, it's fine now. Archway chat. So let's get to it. Let's add some margin at the top. So that's it. Okay. So we want to connect our Kepler wallet. So let's add the button for that. I would like to add another column, and let's get to docs and buttons. So let's add button success, or info, maybe info better. So button, we don't need this type here. Change class to class name and connect wallet. Okay, so we have the button, and on click we are going to call this connect wallet. this connect wallet. Okay, let's try it. Connect wallet, and there is some problem. Okay, so it says access to fetch from origin has been blocked by course policy. Error connecting to wallet. There is asked this question on Discord, and this is because not because of course policy, but because here we have content type application JSON, but we need it to be text plain. So this is because we are using the latest version of CosmJs. So to fix this quickly, we need to drop to let's, for example, to this version, like here. So let's do that. So today all is about quick fixes, because it's already taking too much time. Again, yarn install, and then I promise that the latest, or maybe not. Okay, we will see. Hopefully the latest quick fix. Yes, go to whatever port you like. And let's try to connect wallet. And yes, you see we don't have errors anymore, and here we have 200 response, but still dApp connected. We don't have here all the stuff needed, so we need to drop one more time. And now let's drop React to this version as well. So React and React DOM. Maybe to know this stuff will be useful for you, because some guys are suffering with this, as I can see in Discord channel. And yarn start. Yes. And we will try to connect our wallet now. It's working little bit another way now. So let's get to the source folder, to index.js, and just replace it. Index.js to old-fashioned way. Okay, connect wallet. Oh, and now dApp connected, we have all the stuff, so now it's working. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. So our wallet is connecting, and before we render, let's add some state stuff. So constant, let's add user address. So we will check if wallet is connected. We are not going to show this connect wallet button, we're going to show the chat and the form. And it's going to be this state user address. Class member. This state user address. Sorry, I should have put it here. Okay, so now we can, if not user address, we return this, else, or just at the bottom of this we return, instead of button, something like this. Okay, what's wrong here? So let's reload this. Yeah. Okay, so it's working, and I think it's time to get the chat. So let's code the function to get the chat. Get chat, and it's going to be get chat asynchronous arrow function. So first let's manage our state. So this set state, and so let's tell it to set our load state. So we have here loading status and loading message. Loading status to true and loading message to loading the chat. Okay, and from previous function connect wallet we have here query handler added to our state, and let's take a look at this query handler. Let's better Google it as CosmJs docs, and I believe it's start.jade part, and query smart contract. So it accepts address of the smart contract and query message, our entry point. So let's call that. Get chat. So let query, for example, name it equals to await this state query handler, and this our smart contract address. So contract address, it's just contract. this contract, and our entry point, let's create let entry point, actually I think it's going to be constant entry point equals to so here is my smart contract on GitHub, and let's go to schema and query message. So our query message is going to be a JSON get message, and it's going to be empty JSON entry point. So let's console log query and see what is in there. Okay, reload the page. dApp connected, but get chat. Where is our button get chat? Let's add button. Class name. Get chat. Let it be green. Or this. Let it be secondary. Button get chat. Stop. No, we don't need this button at the moment. Let's just get chat, call it here. So this is going to be chat, and let's console log our chat. Cannot read property of undefined length. This contract. Did not you get the contract address? React. I put environment into wrong directory. I believe I need to restart the server now. Yes. Connect the wallet, and here dApp connected, still cannot read the length. React app contract address, React app contract address, contract address, contract get chat, this the state contract. Okay, so here are our messages. Okay, here are our messages. And what do we do next? Query. So this is going to return our query because it get chat, so it returns query, and here let's do next. If type of chat chat messages not equals to undefined. So we do chat else type of let's just print chat here, and let's say did not get the messages. So okay, so we are adding to the state now our chat. So we retrieved the chat. Let's display it. So let's add here one more column, and how to display them. Let's take a look at how I did it here. So list group. So let's add OL with class name list group, and I also have here some extra wrappers, so let's add that as well. Okay, and now to our static stuff, let's add const chat equals to this state chat, and okay, we can now display all the messages. So chat messages map, and we would have here message, index of that message, and here is just going to be some JSX. So here is going to be some li with it requires to have some key, and class name list group item, and what do I have here? Some div with moniker or address if moniker is not added, because it's optional. So here is going to be, let's check if that that exists. Message moniker. So if let's add length, and good. So then we display message moniker, else we display message address. And here is going to be message. Cannot read property of null reading messages. I think I know what is it. Let's instantiate this properly, like messages with empty array. Oh, so here are our messages. And somewhere I added class, but should have class name. Okay. So now we have our messages, and maybe now we should add the form and add the function to post the message to the blockchain. So let's create the form. Let's grab some HTML. So it's going to be form with input type text, input type text, name moniker, it's not required, and so here I have some labels. Let's copy it here. So it's like this. Let's add some div, class name, and here will be label. For moniker, so this is going to have ID moniker and class name. Class name, your moniker, okay. Text name ID, okay. So we have the first field, and let's add the text area field, I believe. Text area. Actually this is HTML4. Class name, and maybe we don't need name here, so ID message, okay, and button type submit, and button type submit, button type submit, class name, post message, and form on submit. It's going to call some function which we're going to create, post message, this post message. Okay, get chat, post message, async function. Okay, so as here we would update the state, posting your message, and I did not reset the state here, so false and to empty message, and let's have the same here. So here we are going to use CV client, CosmWasm client, which we have here. So how to use CosmWasm client? Let's take a look. It has several functions and we need execute. So sender address, contract address, message, and fee, transaction fee. So let's start with the fee. We need to calculate the fee. So let transaction fee and for this we have imported calculate fee function. So calculate fee, and let's take a look at how to use it. Calculate fee. That's from CosmWasm StarJade. CosmWasm StarJade. Calculate fee. So gas limit and gas price. So let's set some big enough gas limit and gas price. We already have in our state. So this state gas price. Okay. Let's wrap it into try. So let transaction await this state CosmWasm client, and if you remember, we are going to call execute function, and first it accepts our address of our client. So this is this state, user address of our smart contract, and entry point which we will create, and gas price. Yes, no, tax fee. So entry point, let entry point equals 2. So what do we pass when we add in some message? Execute message, and here we have post message with message string and Monica string message, which is going to be, okay, let's pass event here, and also let's do event prevent default, so our form will not be submitted as usual HTML form, and message event target and message value, and also we have moniker field. So I think that's it. What's wrong here? Try catch some error and console log that error. And maybe let's duplicate it here. Okay, so we execute our transaction. Okay, let's console log transaction output, and let's update our chat. This get chat. Okay, let's see what do we have. Connect wallet and some message. Hey, nothing happened. Cannot repro user address. User address 2 times this. Okay. Post message was from cannot read in lens. This take contract entry point transaction fee. This state contract. Sorry for the stupid mistakes. Okay, finally. Let me get some funds or change wallet. Influence on balance for transaction fee. Okay, let's decrease it to standard fee. Okay, posting the message. Yeah, need to output somewhere our status. So here are logs and transaction hash. Let's check the transaction at Block Explorer. Okay, success. And The chat was not updated, but now we have hey here, so let's fix that. Let's add our logs, not logs but state, I think somewhere here. So let's create a function that will be outputting that logs. How to name it? Function show state. Let it accept some message, and if message is empty, it will return empty, else it will return some JSX. Alerts. Let's have this third alert. So class name. Let's get rid of this role, and here is going to be the message, and we was going to add just about the form. And here is going to be show state and message. So let's get to our state variables, and let's add constant and loading message. Constant loading message equals to this state loading message. So we will be passing here our loading message. I believe that's it. No, just need to update. Yes, we have there some message, but form. Okay, let's post one more message. Okay, posting message. We have it here, and approve. Posting new message, and yes, it's disappear, but not adding here. Need to fix the chat. Yeah, we have chat here. Post message, and let's actually move it here. I think that would be more consistent. Good shot. This set state. So let update chat here with our query, and I think it's going to work now. And hello, post message, posting message. Yes, working. I believe you will be able to add button refresh chat on your own. Just need to add some button, and on click make it on click get chat without any parameters, and also some styles. some conditional class to these elements. So if here address and address from here matches, then we would add here some extra class name, so it will be right aligned just like here, and that's it. That will be totally chat like this, plus some styles. Also take a look at this file as well. As you can see, here are some get count, increment counter. Here are some logs. They are adding some logs to the state. I missed that because it's already long and complex, and also they output that logs somewhere here, logs, so they output in them here. So you can extend this application. You can also make it to update the chat without pushing button refresh chat. So users does not need to push buttons, they can just communicate without this redundant step. So that's it for this lesson. I hope this was useful for you. Bye.